taking us on. We have a Rigs Caddy Needs tonight.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Oh my goodness, that was fun. That was fun. Oh, let's move this over a bit. So there's some strange stuff going on this evening. I'll tell you about it in a second. How is everybody? Firstly, let me take this out of my ear. This will probably help. So good to see everybody here so far. Everyone is here. Thank you very much. Good evening. I hope you're all very, very well. And I hope that was. Oh, I hope that sounded okay. I'm doing something a bit different this evening. I'll explain to you in a second what's happening. But anyway, let's see who's here so far. It's a cold and dark Wednesday evening here in Northumberland. I hope you're all well where you are and getting a bit more sunshine than us. So let's see who's here so far. I don't want to miss anybody. Who we got? Hey, Stogbrun. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for popping in. Can you play I'm in Here Somewhere? That song, wow. Do you know what? I'll tell you, it's a weird thing. I've actually got it queued up here, right? So, but I haven't learned it. This is one of those weird things. I've got it queued up. I've got the video on here. It's just, I just figured it was just too weird a song. Isn't that just too weird a song to kind of want to play in a live stream? It's a little bit introspective, but I really appreciate you. I'm actually quite stunned that you use that as a reference track. Please explain that to me. Why do you use that as a reference track? I'm incredibly curious, Stogbrun. Why? But thank you. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that one for you. Not today, because I need to learn the song. Like I say, I haven't learned it. I've put it on here, but I just figured it was just too broody for a live stream. Anybody who knows the song I'm in Here Somewhere, it's a broody as hell song. If you want to hear it, please let me know and I'll learn it for next time. Let's see, what about playing Summer Song? I've never learned it. I should do, right? I should do. I've got to finish learning Satch Boogie. But Summer Song, yeah, that one should definitely be on the list. What an absolutely great song. Brother John, how you doing, man? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've been having a lot of fun playing around with tones again this week. For any of my fractal friends who are here, if you're here, please identify yourself and let me know you're here as a fractal friend. And if you want to know what I'm up to with any of these tones, happy to show you. But I've done something a little different this week. I'm having a little bit of experimenting. Wherever you are, by the way, please post something. I've got this thing every week where I'm not sure if anybody's there, obviously, until people start posting. If you're here, take a second and just post something so I know you're here. It'll be absolutely awesome. Let's see who else we've got here. James Scott, hey man, how you doing? Good evening to you too, my friend. I hope you're keeping well. Hope you've had a good week. Thank you for popping in again. Really, really appreciate that. Ross, the long-awaited Holly's comment of the week section. He's wearing pajamas again. These aren't pajamas, man. These are fashionable trousers. Or so I was told by the sales assistant. Everybody hates these. They're the most comfortable trousers. Honestly, I love them. I sit around in these all the time. Oh, my hands are cold today. Hi, Ross. I hope you're well, my friend. Has he gone to change his PJs, says James Scott, or open a bottle of wine? I'm not wearing PJs, you cheeky sod. Bottle of wine, man, I've stopped doing it. I've stopped doing it because my friend Vince, who pops in quite regularly, actually, he made a comment once. I can't remember what he was talking about, how in his live streams he doesn't drink because he can't drink and play. And it suddenly recurred to me that neither can I. And I actually don't drink and play ever, really, particularly at gigs, because I just lose the facility. You know, it's hard enough as it is for me. So I stopped drinking at these live streams, and now it's water, which is pretty bad, right? Not bad, it's good. Water, good. So yeah, no wine. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man? How you doing, my friend? I hope you had a good birthday. I don't think I've spoken to you since. Thank you for popping in. I hope you're all very, very well. Hope you're all very well. Hey, it's Dan. You actually you logged in and commented. Thank you so much, my friend. I don't know if you came around today, but I missed you. If you did, I'm sorry I missed you, buddy. I was busy doing stuff today, getting ready for various things. James Scott, sound is great, bud. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate it. And I know you're an axe. What on earth is that? You're an axe. What does that work out to? IX, that's 10. Is that your number? I think you mean Axe-FX III Turbo, right? This is a new model I don't know anything about. And you're from the north of Scotland. Oh, you got snow coming your way, my friend. You got snow coming your way. Paul, I'm glad all is good. So listen, my friends, thank you for everybody who's here. Please, if you are here, it would help me enormously if you posted. Just post a comment. I don't care if you post a picture of a butt. Don't post a picture of a butt. I don't think that's actually illegal. Post a picture. Don't post a picture. What am I talking about? Post something. Post anything so that I know you're here. It's a great crowd here always. You know, it'd be great if you guys have got anything you want to kind of share with each other or ask each other. We had a great conversation the other week. People were asking guitar-related stuff, which was really, really cool. And there was this wonderful conversation going on. So if you're here, please feel free to say hello to everybody. Everybody here is super friendly. Let's have a look. Sounded great, buddy. Stogbrun. Another one of my favorites is Motorcycle Driver. What a song. Oh, do you know that The Extremist is probably one of my all-time favorite albums. In fact, you can't see it from here, but I decided to start investing in vinyl again a couple of years ago, and one of the albums I hunted out was The Extremist on vinyl. What an absolutely awesome record, man. Yeah, Motorcycle Driver, great one. Andrew Moore, new fractal friend here. Thanks for sorting the shirt I forgot to add. You're very welcome, mate. You're very welcome. Thank you for popping in. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm glad you're enjoying the Axe-FX, which is brilliant. Some really, really good stuff going on here, man. People buying Axe-FXs and what have you, which is wonderful. It was the other lad today, me again from tomorrow. Oh, okay, mate. Well, I think in that case, I don't apologise to the other guy. I don't know who he was. It was a typo. Oh, look at this. James Scott. I see Frankie hanging in the wall. I thought it was sold a while back, maybe. Oh, yeah. I'm very fickle, James. I'll tell you, there's a story behind that one, right? If you want to hear the story, I'll tell you the story. If you want to hear the story, I don't want to bore everybody. If you want to hear the story, just I'm going to screw this, man. It's my show. I'm going to tell you the story. So, Frankie, right? I now own, the whole lockdown thing, right? So during lockdown, I started obviously like everybody trying to figure out what the hell I was going to do with my life, and had this wild idea of starting to buy and sell guitars and fixing them up. And I bought a few guitars, and the plan always was buy, fix, sell. But for any of you who who've got an obsession with guitars, it tends to end up as buy, fix, and oh, that's nice. I think I'll have it. And I ended up having way too many guitars. So over time, got rid of them. I'm down to a sensible number now. And Frankie was one of those ones. I'm a big Van Halen fan, and it was just one of those iconic guitars, right? It just I thought even if it plays horribly, it just looks beautiful, you know. And I'd love to have one. Um, was that you looking at buying it? Oh man, sorry about that. Anyway, so Frankie came along, and I loved it. It's got such a nice neck on that guitar. It's probably one of the nicest necks I've ever played. Um, but the damn thing couldn't stay in tune. It just would not stay in tune. Can anybody help Stogbruin here? I can't see any other comments on my chat screen. Can anybody help? Um, I honestly, mate, you're on YouTube, right? I don't know. I mean, when it's live, it should just show up on the right there. I think there's a, if you're looking at the kind of the live screen, I think on the right hand side the comments should appear. If anybody knows why that might not be popping up for our friend Stogbruin, please let him know. I really don't know, my friend. Anyway, so Frankie, when I'm buying and selling guitars now, I can't just buy a guitar. I can never justify it. Something always has to go. And it was last year I decided to sell Frankie to a friend. The friend, after a while, decided he didn't want it anymore and he wanted to sell it. So he asked me to sell it, and I bought it back off him because I missed it. Then I wanted to get a different guitar. I can't remember what it was now. The same friend bought, and I put Frankie up for sale again. It wasn't getting played. The same friend bought Frankie back from me again, which is great because, you know, it's kind of staying in staying in the circle. And then a few months after that, it's too long of a story, but basically he decided he wasn't going to. He also had too many guitars. Decided a complete change of life, and you know, he didn't kind of want all the guitars he had, and he gifted it back to me. He gave me the guitar back. Um, so Frankie's back, and I'll not be selling it again. You know, it was gifted to me. So yeah, so I'm kind of working on trying to get it to play in tune and that kind of stuff. I think it might be me actually rather than the guitar, but let's not talk about that. So anyway, new stuff, guys. Tell me what you've been up to this week. I hope everyone's had a good one. Anything interesting happening, please share. Fractal Land, for those who are interested, there is going to be some updates on the VP4 for the UK people waiting in terms of when it's arriving. I think we should be sending the updates out tomorrow, probably, or the day after, for anyone who's after that. ZenRigs stuff, for anybody, again, who's waiting for things. I'm making the next batch of stuff now. And I kind of make stuff in batches and then sell them. So that's all going on now. So hopefully, for those of you on any kind of waiting list with me with ZenRigs, you'll start hearing from me in the next week or so. Other than that, what's been going on? So this week, I'll tell you what's happened. This is for those of you in the UK. We're 8:30 here now, right? Which is not mad late. But if you're a guitar player in a house and you've got other people in the house, it's quite late to have a guitar kind of blaring away. So I started this live streaming thing a couple of months ago or so, and you know, you kind of play at what I think is a sensible volume, but I've lost so much hearing through playing guitar anyway. And as the evening goes by, the volume creeps up a little tiny bit here and there. And sometimes I'm finishing like 9:45, and the family are all upstairs with the doors shut, you know, and the kind of pillows over their heads because it's just gotten a bit too loud. So this week, I've gone in ears completely. It's a totally silent room. I've got my wireless transmitter here for my ears. I've got earbuds. Well, I've taken this one out of this side. I've got earbuds in, and I've only really been experimenting with this today and trying to get it to sound in a way that actually is still fun for me to play. Let me put that one back in. No, I'll take that one back out for a second. In a way that's still fun for me to play. So I've been experimenting with all kinds of stuff. And again, for the nerds, if there's any nerds here, I've done all kinds of weird stuff. Like I've got like an expression thing here, which is doing fades between the backing track and my guitar, and it's pushing mids on it. And anyway, if you want to know how I've done it, I'm very happy to show anybody who wants to know. But it's actually, I think it's working out okay. A couple of songs there I couldn't really hear the backing track too well, which is why this is my excuse, is why I kind of drifted out. But I'm going to tweak this a little bit from here, I think, as we go on. So that's it. Look, if you're here, please post. Please do the usual, like, share this with other people. Tell people you're online now, which would be really great. I think there's a button if you're on Facebook to say, you know, you're kind of on this thing now. Push the button, say that you're watching this live, but please share this. It'd be a big help for me. Let's see what else is going on. Ross, you started your new job. Congratulations, mate. You can't say stuff like that. I'm going to leave the absolute losers like Dan Roberts behind. Come on, man. Dan Roberts is one of the nicest blokes. He really is. It's always a pleasure to see him. You're all lovely, in fact. Hey, good luck with the job. I know how long you've been and how hard you've been working to kind of get to here, Ross. So I've got everything. I don't need to get everything across for you, man. You're going to bloody kill it. You know that. You're going to smash it. Awesome. John, based on your recommendation, I purchased a Laney FR1112. It's really fantastic. Moves the air in a big way. It's a really cool speaker, isn't it? I've got one here. There's one on my right. And on my left, I've got a G66 Red Sound RK8, which is also an excellent speaker. But today, nothing is on. It's all in ears. But yeah, it's a great speaker. When you turn that up, John, it's really cool, isn't it? I think Dan and Ross are going to have a virtual punch up in a second. We might need some kind of an arbitrator in the middle of this. Anyway, listen, let's get a bit more noise going on here. So, oh, let's have a look. James Scott trying out a new string company, Charlie and John's Handcrafted. Not heard of them, dude. What's the crack with them? Are they a UK company? Is it something online? I've not heard of them. Tell me why you switched. I mean, I'm always fascinated by things like why people choose things like certain strings. Since I started playing, I've had Didarios, and I'm just so used to how they feel and sound. I've never changed. I think I tried Ernie balls once for a little while because a guitar I bought for a very nice fellow called Norman, who had Ernie ball 8s on there, and I tried them, and they were great. But I still preferred the feel of the Didarios. I'm just used to them. But yeah, James, that'd be interesting to find out why, mate. Listen, while you guys are chit chatting, please keep the chat going. Let's see if we can get some good convo going today. I'm going to try another song. There's a new one for you. I've only put this in the thing today, so please bear with me. Let's make sure this is going to do what it needs to do, right? So here's a little bit of, for anybody who likes a bit of cheese, here's some cheese for you. Let's have a look. Right, yeah. So, golden rule, don't stop, right? I haven't got my bloody ears in, have I? So I'm sitting there thinking, why can't I hear anything? Got to get used to this now. Excuse me, guys. Try that again. Take 2. Right, let's see if I can hear my guitar now. That's better. All right, let's try it again.
songs of yesterday. When I've made up my mind, I ain't wasting no more time. Here I go again. Here I go again. Though I keep searching for an answer, never seem to find what I'm looking for. Lord, I pray you give me strength to carry on, 'cause I know it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. Here I go again on my own, going down the alley round and round. Like a drifter I was born to walk along. I have made up my mind. I ain't wasting more time. I'm just another heart in need of rescue, waiting on love's sweet charity. And I'm gonna hold on for the rest of my days, 'cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. But here I go again on my own, going down the alley round and round. Like a drifter I was born to walk along. I ain't wasting no more time, but here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again. Cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. But here I go again on my own, going down the alley round and round. Like a drifter I was born to walk along. And I've made up my mind. I ain't wasting no time. Here I go again on my own, going down the alley round and round. Like a drifter I was born to walk along. 'Cause I know what it means to walk along the lonely street of dreams. But here I go again.
Toffee, get off the screen. Get off the screen, man. That was meant to be kind of seamless transition into a very deep and meaningful song called Sahara, but bloody Toffee's still on the screen. Oh well, let's take a break there. I don't know. That may be there for the rest of the evening. I'm not entirely sure what the hell's going on. All right, let's have a look what's happening here. James Scott, sorry, we're talking about strings. That's just funny, man. I think you should just have Toffee on. You should just stay on the screen. You put them on about 20 minutes before you start the live. Okay, let me know how you get on, man. I'd be interested to know what they're like and why you changed them. Andrew, yes, I start. How did you get this back on again? There we go. Oh, come on, where's it going? Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Oh my goodness, what's going on? I tell you what's happening. It's because this bloody Toffee video. How do I stop this damn video? Hang on. How do I stop Toffee's video? Yeah, this is going to confuse me. 1 second. Let's go back to. I need a button which is going to stop Toffee. There we go. Toffee, man. I'm so sorry, Toffee. I'm so very sorry, buddy. Let's go back over here again. There we go. There. What? Toffee, bugger off. Jesus, hang on. So yeah, this is going to confuse. This is going to keep on coming on now, right? Hang on a second. All right, Toffee's going to go. 1 second. We're going to press a button. Nope, Toffee's gone. All right, Toffee's gone. Toffee, I love you, man. Right. Andrew, well, you're pretty in time to be fair. Yes, I started the song without my in-ear monitors in. I could hear a click somewhere, and I was thinking, yep, that's good. It's very quiet. And then I started playing, and I couldn't hear a damn thing. So I've got to remember, in-ear's got to go back in. Thank you very much. Ross Dadaria did definitely used to come with a spare high E, right? Am I not misremembering? I don't remember that, man. I don't remember that at all. No, I don't think so. Well, I don't know. I really don't know. Does anyone else remember that? I don't think so. Right. Hey, Chris, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're keeping well, my friend. I don't remember. No, yeah, rotor sounds, they come with spares, do they? I don't know, mate. I've never seen that in a pack of strings before. To be fair, I don't know. I mean, how many of you break strings? I don't break strings. I've been gigging for a long time, and I've never, ever broken a string gigging. I've never broken a string even playing at home. The only time I've broken a string is, in fact, the other day on Black Dog, which is sitting in the rack back there. I was adjusting the truss rod, and the Allen key thingy, I put it in there and I twisted it and I snagged the string and it snapped the string at the very top. It's the only time I think I've broken one for like forever. They're made in the USA. Charlie and Jones. I'll take a note of that, buddy. I'll have a look at them. I'd love to know what you think. I really would love to know what you think about them. So Stogbroom, let's have a look. Stogbroom was saying earlier he wanted me to play in here somewhere. And he says, I like the song because of all the elements in the song and the tone of the solo at the end. I've got my guitar plugged in playing along with you. Ah, that's lovely, man. Do you know what? I really appreciate that. It's this is one of those weird things. I wrote that song, and that song was actually really difficult for me to play because there was actually a lot like of this going into that song. It's a pretty dark song, eh? I was in a pretty dark place at the time, to be honest with you, and I think it comes across in the song. But thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You know, send me an email afterwards, buddy. You've got my email address. If you haven't, go to the ZenRigs website, www. I've got a button here actually. Go to zenrigs.com, and there's a contact page on there. If you go to the bottom of the screen, there's a contact page on there. Send me an email. I'll send you the backing track. How's that? Right? It's something I was going to release at some point. I'll send you the backing track for it, Stogbroom. Send me a mail, buddy. I'd be happy for you to play with that. Hey, Colin, buddy. My friend Colin Parry, sound man extraordinaire. What have you missed? You missed it all, mate. You've missed everything. You've missed talk about in-ear monitors. You've missed people slagging each other off. I think there was going to be a fight at one point, but all in good jest. Hey, how are you, man? I hope you're keeping well, my friend. Hope you're keeping well. Paul Jones, you've got to love Toffee. He's just the nicest dog. He really is. Toffee's my dog. And that song, obviously I didn't write that song. I think I said last week I wrote the song. I didn't write the song. But it just seems to suit him. He's so lovely. Waiting for Toffee. Couldn't get him off the screen. Couldn't get him off the screen. He might make an appearance. Actually, today he's asleep today, but he'll make. I'm going to try to get him to make an appearance one day. John Hendo says, I've been using Stringjoy as strings for a few years and they're very good. They seem to last a long time and keep their tone. Expensive but worth it. John, I've never tried them. Maybe I should try different strings. Oh, what we got here? James Scott says, funny you playing Here I Go Again. I sent you a pic in a private message, seeing you can't post it on here. Let's have a look. So I'm hoping this is not something dodgy, mate. Let's have a look. What have we got here? James Scott, can't post a pic. Oh, hang on. A second. I think there's a thing. Can I do this here? 1 second. Hang on, bud. Hang on. Here we go. No, can't do that. Hang on. Sorry, buddy. Everybody. James has sent me a picture. I'm trying to figure out what it is. And if I put it on the screen, then possibly James can tell us what it is. Thank you for sending pictures. For people who can't, I'm not encouraging you to send pictures because I think I'm going to start getting all kinds of dodgy stuff. But if anybody wants to send some stuff and they want to talk about it or show it, please send it. So let's have a look. So this is what James just sent. So James, what are we looking at here, buddy? It's the inside cavity of a something. So what are you up to, mate? I don't break that many. James, what are you up to? Is that because here you go again soldering some stuff together? Oh dear. What are you up to? Tell me what you're doing, man. I'm not very good with electronics. obviously is the cavity of a guitar. I can see a bunch of pots there. So yeah, let us know what you're up to, mate. Yeah, James, I don't break that many over the years. The guitar setup string shouldn't snap. Yeah, you wouldn't think so, right? It's been funny actually going to 8 because for those of you who know, I switched to 8-gauge strings a while back. Through a chance meeting with a guy who I bought a guitar off, a guy called Norman, and his guitar had 8s on it, and I'd never played a guitar with 8s on it, and I actually got in touch with him saying, "Hey man, what are the strings on here?" Never occurred to me there were 8s, and I thought these are wonderful. There were just no kind of tension on your hands, and you know I've got kind of slightly wussy hands anyway, and I've switched all my guitars to 8s, and I really was worried that I was going to start breaking strings, but you know I'll give it all the bendy stuff, and yeah, nothing seems to break, so fingers crossed. Right. Is everybody okay? Please post if you're here and you're lurking. I had someone earlier in the week. It's one of my lovely students, in fact, a guy called Hani. Hani, if you're here, if you're on this, please post. Because God bless him, he said to me, I was watching your live show. He goes, "Did you see me?" And the thing is, I can't, I've got no clue who's here. The only way I know who's here is if you post. Okay, so do me a favor, guys, and post something. That'd be really cool. Right. Now we've got Toffee off the screen. No, it's the Burnt 90, or which the song? Hang on, you don't mean the song. You don't mean the actual guitar, do you? You don't mean the actual guitar. No, you can't be. That'd be very cool though. Dan jumps in. What's your favorite guitar to play? Dan, that's a really good question. That is a good question. And I tell you, I'll throw a question back to my guitar playing friends. What makes a guitar your most favorite guitar to play? What is it? Is it the sound? Is it the way it plays? Is it something emotional with it? With me, and it seems to change. So this at the moment, I love this guitar. I mean, for forever, the Black Dog, you know, which, like I said, broken string over there. That is the nicest guitar I've ever played. You know, I got that in a weird set of circumstances, and it was set up by Joe Satriani's luthier, a guy called Gary Brower in America. I lived in America for a while. And he set it up for me, and he kind of did a bunch of stuff to the frets and re-radiused the bridge and did something to the nut and all kinds of stuff. And it just plays so easily. I've played one of Satriani's guitars. I played his actual Chrome Boy, and what that guy does, Gary Brower. If any of you are in America, and you want something pretty wild, get in touch with Gary Brower. He owns Brower Guitar Repairs in San Francisco. I talked to him about getting a guitar set up. I've never played a guitar like that, so Black Dog is probably the all-time favorite. But this one was a bit of a random one. I used to have a white JS1. My first JS guitar was a white JS1, which I sold to my friend Dell, who dropped it off of a wall and chipped it. I'm not bitter, but I love that guitar. And again, still not entirely sure why I sold it, but I sold it to Dell. And for years, I wanted another white JS. I had a JS 1000, and I wasn't that keen on it. Sold that one, and then they made the 24 fret one, and I wasn't sure. And then by the time I thought, yeah, I want one, they stopped making it, which was a bit silly. And I've always been looking out just to see if a second-hand one pops up. It's very rare in the UK. One popped up a little while ago, and I snapped it up, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's just so easy to play. So at the moment, Dan, this is probably my favorite guitar, but it just, day by day, I play a different guitar every day, just so that kind of don't get used to something. But yeah, this one probably at the moment. Let's have a look. Not that I'm fixed on this or anything. I just found an American website, so the Daria packs with an extra high E. I definitely used to get them. Maybe Americans are stronger hands, break strings. Ross, man, we need to set your guitars up. That's what's going on. Anyway, look, you guys, please, thank you all for coming in and chit-chatting. I'd love to know what makes your guitars your favorite guitar to play, you know, and does it change? Is it one guitar and that's it, or do they change from day to day, or as your mood goes? Right, guys, let's get back. So Toffee, we've got Toffee off the screen. If Toffee comes back on the screen while I do the song, I'm just going to leave him on there because obviously, you know, the universe is telling me that Toffee needs to be involved. But let's give this a shot. So this one's we're going to do a few here. We'll do yeah, let's do this one. Let's try this one. All right. I'll put my ears back in. Here we go.
Just heads and tails, just call me Lucifer, cause I'm in need of some restraint. So if you meet me, have some courtesy, have some sympathy, and some taste. Use all your well-learned politics, or I'll lay your soul to waste. Yeah. Oh, please let me too. Oh, that's my
Hey, back again. Back again. Let's see who's here. Oh, thank you everybody. Thank you everyone so much for turning up. Whoever's here, I really appreciate you. Thank you very, very much indeed. Let's see, what have we got here? We're talking about guitars. So, favorite guitars and what makes a guitar your favorite guitar. So, Mark Ansom's your favorite guitar. He's several music mans, but lately my main axe is a Harley Benton Fusion 3. Wow, roasted neck, stainless steel frets, amazing value, sounds and plays great. I've heard a lot about them. Is that the one which has got a kind of that rose tint, rose kind of gold mist thingy? It's like a red mist rose gold kind of thing. Is it that one? That looked really, really good. They had a few, didn't they? They had the kind of the Les Paul style and a Strat style, and I think a Telly style as well. Very tempted by those, but as I've mentioned before, too many guitars. Very cool. That's interesting. There's a buddy of mine who's actually been really interested in that as well, Mark. A guy called Terry. Don't know if you're here tonight, Terry, but if he's not, I'll let him know. Awesome, very cool. Hey, brother Vince, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for popping in, my friend. So what's Vince missed? Vince, just to let you know, the big thing you've missed is I'm doing in-ears today, completely silent in the room, not a peep, no amp, no speakers on, nowhere. So this is taking a bit of getting used to. I'm not quite hearing everything perfectly at the moment, but this is probably better for me and for the family. So I've got a thing here again for the nerds. Can't lift this up without kind of ripping it out. Let's have a look. I've got this thing. There we go. I've got this dual expression pedal thing, slider thingy on my right here, which is doing two things. It's blending the backing track and my guitar with one fader, so I'm blending between the two. And the other fader there is actually increasing the mids on the guitar to make it cut through a bit more. But the balance is a little bit off at the moment. I've got my wireless pack down here, which is the volume, and I'm trying not to do the guitarist trick of just keep slowly pushing the volume up in my ears. So yeah, bear with me. But hey, it's working out okay, I think. Interesting. So Stobbrun, your favorite guitar is a Les Paul made by a guy in Fife, Scotland called Ian Watt. The guitar was made from an old fireplace mantle. Wow, made of Canadian rosewood, and it just feels and plays and sounds awesome. That is wicked. That is so cool. So did you get the guy to make the guitar for you, or did you get that from somewhere? That's a guitar with some mojo in it, right? That's one to keep. That is so cool. Love it. Very, very cool. I bought from my friend Terry. There was one drunken Terry's a friend of mine who lives here. Great guitar player, and he was around for a barbecue. This is a few years ago. And it was late at night. We'd had many beers, and we were just chit chatting. And he goes, "Oh, I've got this old Squire Strat I'm trying to sell, and no one's buying it." And I'd had a few drinks, and I said to him, "How much do you want for it, Terry?" He goes, £50. I said, "I'll take it." And this is one of those drunk purchases which I should really learn not to do these kind of things. So Terry turns up the next day with this £50 Squire Strat, it was actually a really not a bad guitar, but wouldn't stay in tune. It didn't sound particularly good, but the neck was really good. And I thought, oh man, what have I done with this thing? Sorry, just checking something. I had to unplug myself there. I'm sitting there looking at this guitar thinking, well, I'll turn it into a project. And I've always wanted to learn about electrics. So I started taking it apart and kind of changed pickups and changed some pots and things and put it back together. It still didn't sound particularly good. Didn't stay in tune very well. So I was sitting here looking at it one day, and I thought this guitar needs some personality. So I took it apart. Took a chisel to it and a sander, and then took the body off and threw it in the wheelbarrow in the garden and set fire to it. My daughters were looking at me like, "What are you doing?" Set fire to it. I thought this would be cool. Let's throw the neck in as well. Chuck the neck in. got everything out again when I figured out how to put the fire out, let it all cool down, put it back together, and it was bloody awesome. It sounded really good. I think it just needed a little bit of, but it sounded really good after that. So that's the extent of my Deep Mojo guitars. I since sold it because it kind of fell apart. Let's have a look. James, haven't tried the Harley Bentons yet. Hear good things about them. I have had a Harley Benton again. I got it off a friend of mine. I sold it on since, but really good guitar. That one was not one of the ones with the stainless steel frets, but it was still pretty good. It's still really, you can't beat a bit of stones for a bit of thrash. Well, my version, yeah, pretty thrashy. I love it. Vince, look at that cool gizmo. Yes, mate. Gizmos. Got to have gizmos, right? Got to have gizmos. Vince, I know you're a man of many guitars. Vince says, I have way too many guitars to pick just one, but I really love my Pia these days. That's interesting you say, I really love my Pia these days. There are days where I just pick up a guitar, I'm like, I hate this guitar. And the guitar that happened with recently, Vince, was the Pia. I took the Pia, I hadn't played it for a little while, and I try to make a point of playing all my guitars once a week so that I don't get too used to one guitar, which sounds a bit daft, right? But I've got guitars, so why would I not want to play them all? And the Pia just got left for a couple of weeks. I can't remember why. And I picked it up and I thought, this is horrible. And I couldn't, it sounded really weird. And it just played really stiff. And I don't know what it was. And I gave it a bit of TLC. It needed new strings and it needed a little bit of a setup. And then I actually almost sold it. I put it up for sale for about a day. I got in touch, trying to get in touch with the guy who buys and sells guitars, but fortunately they weren't up for buying it. And since I've played it again, I love it again. So who knows, eh? Who knows? Fickle things, but yeah. But this one stays for good. Brian Jenkins, hey brother, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for popping in. How are you? One of those back. I don't have the technology or the technical aptitude to be able to do one of those back to you. I was going to do sound effects like welcome and that kind of stuff, but sorry, that's the best I can do at the moment. Thank you for popping in, my friend. Very, very cool. Brian Jenkins, you are an Axe-FX user. That's what we're playing today. Oops, that's what we got. All the sounds coming from the Axe-FX. So again, from my nerdy friends, sorry, residue from this cold still. Nerdy friends, if you want to know what's going on with any of these sounds or any of the weird shenanigans I've got going in, the presets I'm using now there's some pretty interesting stuff happening in there. Thanks, man. It's good. That's good, man. Thank you. I'm glad you're well. I'm really glad you're well. The presets have got some interesting stuff happening now because I've gone all in ears. So I've got a thing which has got audio coming in. Vince knows this challenge of getting everything to sync up. So I've got the audio coming in via USB. I use a software called Loopback. I've got a Mac here which kind of routes audio. I've got that coming into my Axe-FX via a USB input, a USB block. And then I'm mixing that with a wireless guitar sound, and I've got EQ and parametric EQ, and I've got this thing here, which is letting me oh, there you go. I don't know what the hell. This one, yes, this thing, which is letting me blend stuff in real time. Bit of a learning curve today, so yeah. So excuse me if anything's a little bit out, but yeah, good fun, good for my ears, good for my family. I have a love-hate relationship with many guitars, don't you all? Isn't that weird? Love always wins. Very true, Brent. Very, very true. So we were talking about favorite guitars, Vince, and I was saying at the moment probably this one for me. I'm loving this guitar. Anyway, right, let's do another song here. So what do we got? Let's do Sympathy for the Devil. Let's do this crazy thing. So for those of you who know this crazy song, I'm not going to do the mad intro for it today. And I'm getting a lot of crackling. I bought a cheap cable from Amazon to extend my headphone thingy. And what's this saying? Buy cheap, buy twice or something like that. So I think I'm going to have to get another one. This one's keeps crackling. Anyway, let's do this.
And the lights in the fuse, my results in a bang, 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 go. I bet that you look good on the dance floor. I don't know if you're looking for romance, or I don't know what you're looking for. I said I bet that you look good on the dance floor. Dancing to electro pop like a robot from 1984. But from 1984. I wish you'd stop ignoring me because it's sending me to despair. Without sound, yeah, you're calling me, and I don't think it's very fair that your shoulders are frozen. Oh, but you're an explosion. Your name isn't real, but I don't care for sound. The lights in the fuse, my results in a bang, 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 go. I bet that you look good on the dance floor. I don't know if you're looking for romance, or I don't know what you're looking for. I said I bet that you look good on the dance floor. Dancing to electro pop like a robot from 1984. Well, from 1984. I'm on to use all cabulets. I'm just banging tunes in DJ centers, dirty dance floors, and dreams of naughtiness. Well, I bet that you look good on the dance floor. I don't know if you're looking for romance, or I don't know what you're looking for. I said I bet that you look good on the dance floor. Dancing to electro pop like a robot from 1984. So from 1984.
Crackling, crackling. I've got to fix this cable next time. Got to fix this cable next time. Right, let's change guitars. Get ready for a little bit of an acoustic thingy, I think. Let's do a little bit of an acoustic thingy. So how is everybody? Everybody okay? Everyone having a good time? Has everyone said hello to each other? There's some really interesting people from all over the place here. I think we've got some people from America. I've noticed from before. Some people from Scotland. I noticed somebody, a buddy of mine from Germany, pop in and pop out. I think. I don't know if you're still here. Let's have a look at what everybody is saying. So, Vince, tech nightmare. Yes. Well, I think the in-ears thing is the way to go, honestly. It's actually a lot more comfortable for me. The only thing which I wasn't sure of was, well, you know what it's like, right? For you guys who play, if you haven't got the amp, like blaring, blaring is probably, for guitar players, it's not blaring, right? It's just loud enough. You kind of lose that interaction and the feedback you get, you know, kind of like a nice controlled feedback from the amp doing stuff. So I was worried things were going to die out, but it's actually I think it's sounding okay. I think it's actually sounding quite nice, and nothing is being killed off with sustain. For those Fractal friends of mine, what's it called? Hang on a second. They came out with this new drive block. Let me see if I can get it on the screen. Right, so let's see if this is going to work. Is this going to work? Oh, hang on. There we go. That one, right? So they came out with this new thing for the drive block called the Integral Pre. I don't know if you can see that over there. And I've been trying this, and it's absolutely awesome. I stick that before my amp, and it doesn't really give it more. It's a weird thing. It's not really giving it more gain. It's just kind of giving it more juice. It's like more. You ever seen a thing which just says more? It's like more. It just gives it more kind of more. It's just more juice is the best way to describe it, but without causing crazy gain. Try it out. Very, very cool. So we're talking about guitars still and what your favorites are. Vince, your Parkers always win. I've never tried one. I've always wanted to try one. Are they really that great to play? I think you mentioned to me once about the tremolo on those things. Just don't go out of tune. And that's awesome. And once you get used to a guitar like that, it's actually really difficult, don't you think, to play a guitar where the trem doesn't stay in tune. So this is kind of part of my issue with the JS guitars. The Gem as well, I think, the Pia rather as well, but the more the JS is, obviously it's a setup thing, those Ibanez Edge tremolos, that they just do not go out of tune, and I abuse the crap out of them. They rock solid. And then you switch to something like a Floyd Rose, you know, I know the Frankie's got a kind of a cheaper version, but, you know, I've got a Strat over there with a Floyd Rose on it, and I just don't like them as much. I really don't. I think the Ibanez ones are just so good. Let's see who else. Brian, I've seller's regret after I sell my beloved guitars, which at the time I think I hate and I wish I kept. Seller's regret. Yeah, been there and done that. Yeah, but maybe it was time for that guitar to go, right? Make space for something else. Awesome tune, mint sounds. Awesome tune, mint sounds. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate that. ZenRigs rule any guitar FX logo. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, but thank you. I'd love it if you explain. I don't know what you mean, but thank you very much. ZenRigs rule any guitar FX logo. I don't know what you mean, but thank you. I think it's a compliment. Edge of breakup tone. You probably talking Brian for the one I did for Chasing Rainbows. I'll show you the amp. So for that one, it's all about, well, it's obviously down to a bunch of stuff, right? So this is the Chasing Rainbows preset I've got. So what the Edge of breakup amp was this one. It's a class A 30-watt brilliant. Not much change from stock settings. I've got a little. It's pretty much stock. In fact, look, I've got a little bit of less bass, a little bit less treble. Nothing else has been mucked around with. And the only thing I've done, let's have a look on the input EQ. No, I didn't even touch that. I haven't touched this. Dynamics, I tend to stick a little bit of output compression using the gain enhancer type on pretty much all of my stuff, which I just really like. But otherwise, nothing there at all. I've got the drive on this one. I've got the drive pedal on this one is a clone Chiron, but it's only driving when I go to this distorted amp in the chorus and the lead, which is a 5153 watt stealth blue. So there you go. There's the nerd stuff. If anybody wants the presets, any of my nerdy friends, I upload them every now and then on the ZenRigs website on the live page. And if there's something which you want and it's not there, just give me a shout. I'll give away all these presets that I use in the live thingies. Awesome awesome fractal sounds. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that, man. I'm guessing you're talking about the Chasing Rainbows. I'd love that. Such a nice song, isn't it? Vince, thankfully I have the studio and I can crank it if I want to. So feedback is sweet. It's nice. Vince, I mean, this space, this is my little home studio, right? This isn't like the living room or anything. This is my room. But the thing is, it's 9:30 at night now, and I've got my wife and daughter are upstairs. My bedroom is up and that way. So if I kind of have it blasting out here, it's oh, we heard that song before a few times. Could you play it a bit quieter? Thank you for that info. I'll try. Yeah, give it a shot. Like I say, if you want it, just give me a shout and I'll send the preset to you. Yeah, Vince, give it a try. That is it's very cool. I didn't. It's one of those things. There's always so many things and updates, you know what it's like. You hear somebody playing stuff, and it just sounds amazing, and and then you kind of try it someone else's preset, and sometimes it doesn't sound quite so good. It's in the fingers, right? Fingers in your setup and all that kind of stuff. But I heard someone playing. I can't remember who it was. Somebody talking about that block, and I thought that's interesting. I thought I'd just try it on one of my presets. It wasn't. I think it was just a couple of days ago, and it's great. Every preset I use which has got some kind of gain on it, not the clean amps, but anything with gainy stuff. Bung that in front, and like I said, I've got it set at stock settings, and it just gives it a bit more juice. It's really good. Let's see what's we got. Parker is a beast. Brian Jenkins, I have your ZenRigs on my Axe-8. Oh wow, man, that's some dedication, mate. That's some dedication. Yes, glow in the dark logo magnets, mate. Ah, yeah, now I know what you mean. Thank you very much. Thanks for the support, man. That's a long time back, eh? Wonderful. Here's a question: is there any science to blending amps in the Fractal? Had some luck mixing a Friedman Dirty Shirley and a high watt for crunch tones, but wondered if there's anything to consider. What an interesting question. Do you know what I've tried before? I think in the early days. Sorry, let me just untwist myself here. In the early days, and I've tried doing things like and I think probably, I mean, I don't know about you guys, right? But I think getting the Fractal has made me a lot more. It's educated me, right, in terms of what's a good sound. I can hear my band going, "Your sound's rubbish," but I think it's educated me a lot in terms of what's a good sound. And you always think, oh, you need more gain, or you need a lot of gain, and then you need a clean amp to kind of clean it up. And I've tried them, and I always had a kind of a horrible. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the way it felt. I've heard people who do it. I've seen like John Cordy's videos. John is a flipping monster, of course, as you know, and he's done things with blended amps, but I just could never get it to work for me. But hey, there's no harm, right? I guess the only thing to watch out for is phasing between the amps. If you've got kind of similar frequencies, that you get some weird phasing. But there are obviously things you can do to kind of correct that in the cab block. There's things you can do to kind of move IRs and that sort of stuff, so that you can have one IR for one amp, maybe a different IR for another one, and kind of blend them that way. interesting. I mean, if you come up with anything, I'd love to give it a shot. You know, just whack it over. But I don't do that. So what I do on all my presets, so the things which I learned from I think being a Fractal user, 14, 15 years almost now, right? Is you don't need as much gain as you think. Although I love gain. Gain is great. Gain's awesome, right? You don't need as much gain as you think. And interestingly, you sometimes need more delay and reverb than you think. And that was a bit of a shocker to me. So I always used to play quite dry. And it wasn't until I started recording things that I realized how important the reverb and the delay were, just to make everything just kind of sit together. When we play live, I play quite dry. Because I think otherwise it's easy for it to get, because we don't Colin who was here is our sound guy for the band, but he's not always available, so we do the sound ourselves sometimes, and if there's not someone there kind of tweaking stuff, it's easy for the guitar to get lost. So I tend to play quite dry live. But yeah, so what I tend to do anyway, like what I was getting onto, is I use 2 amps in a preset. This one's a bit of an unusual one, to be fair, because most of the ones I'm using for the stream are just 1 amp presets. But I use 2 amps in a preset, and I cross blend between them. So this one is actually a really simple preset. It looks a bit nuts, I know, but this is actually quite an uncomplicated one to switch between a clean and a dirty amp. So I've got the wrong guitar in now, right? But I do it with an expression pedal. So you use one expression pedal to fade between 2 tones. You still get a bit of a phasing effect when the tones cross over in the middle, but I do it quite quickly so you don't notice. But it works great. You know, I've got 1 amp over here. If I wanted to, I could blend between them. You know, the mixer would let me do that. And you can kind of get a little bit of an in-betweeny sound, I guess. But yeah, but one to experiment with. If you want to know how I've done this with kind of 2 amps and blending between them, again, just send me an email and I'll quite happily send it to you. This isn't the prettiest preset in terms of how it's been put together, but I'm quite happy to kind of go through it. I might do a session one day for the nerds who want to know how to do this kind of 2 amp stuff and whatnot. Let's have a look. Michael Phoenix, your preset. Oh, thank you, Michael. Have you? I'm taking you've maybe you bought some in the past. I've got new versions coming out soon, so the new versions of the morphing presets are coming out soon. It's just time to finish them. Andrew, I think the rule is the more expensive it would be to run in real life, the better it sounds to the guitar player. It's probably it, isn't it? Ooh, that's the wrong preset. Yeah, you're probably right, aren't you? I think you're probably very right. Anyway, let's remember to put my ear in, and let's do a couple of acoustic things for you guys here. What does acoustic sound through the Axe-FX? Well, you can get. I mean, I've seen preset. Oh, sorry, I haven't put that on the screen. I apologize. There is actually, I'm pretty sure, a preset in the Axe-FX. Is it one of the standard ones? It's called Electric 2-in-1, or is it one which I downloaded from somewhere? Let me have a look. I'll have a look for you. Right, let me have a look. Which is really good if you've got an electric guitar. Let's have a look. So there is one, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, let's go here. And it's called, I haven't got my keyboard here, Electric. So yeah, I'm not sure. I think no. Okay, this is one. I think this is one which I got from somewhere. It's not in the factory bank. So, email me. If you email me, I'll send you this preset. I downloaded it from somewhere. I haven't. This isn't a commercial one. It was a free one from somewhere. I don't know where. And then I modified it for my own use. So the one which I use. So this one here, as that is there, you can use an electric guitar and it'll make it sound like a piezo kind of acoustic sort of sound, right? It works pretty well. I think it works pretty well, actually. The thing which I'm using at the moment is a little bit different. So what I've got this Taylor acoustic thingy. And I've got kind of this sort of sound going in through it, right? So let's do this. If I do this. So... Oh, this thing's really cutting out here. Let's have a look. I wonder if that's this which is cutting out. Anyway. Let's do that song. Why don't we do that song? I haven't done that song in a long time. Long time. I'll play that in a second. Yeah, why not? I think Freeman did some acoustic sims. Yeah, he did. Check him out. Freeman Theobald de Robillard, I think is his actual name. Check him out. He's got Freeman, Freemen. He's got a site. Really cool stuff. Thank you, buddy. You did buy my presets. Great foundations to build from. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the support, man. The acoustic thing, Brian, I'm taking it right. Looking forward to the new ones coming out. All right, buddy. I will send me an email, right? ZenRigs email, and I'll keep you in the loop. Right, let's do that. Do you know what? Let's do that song, and then I'll go into my the one which I was going to do. Right, so let's make sure I'm in the right place here. Bit of Van Halen. Put my ear back in. And remember to detune the guitar. See, whoever got me playing the Van Halen song, stop me detuning my guitar. Right, let's try that now. Hey, crazy stuff happening in my ears there. Oh my goodness, the sound was cutting in and out. I've got to sort this out for next time. But here we go. Bit of acoustic for you. Let's get the Alecki back on here. How is everybody? Everyone still here? Thank you for everybody who stuck this out. Really, really appreciate that. It's very, very cool of you. And my ear's gone. There's my ear. Why is this crackling? I think so. El Cheapo cable from Apple, not Apple, from Amazon, I think is what's to blame. I'm going to take out the extension. Let's do this. Let's get rid of the extension cable. Crap. Going in the bin. Let's put the in-ears here so it's something a little bit closer to me. And let's go to this. Make sure I can hear myself. 1 second, I'll be back in a second, guys. Apologies, just making sure. All right, so there you go. Maybe this is the answer. One second. Just give me a second, dudes. Nearly there. 1 sec. All right, there we go. Sorry, might be a bit strange now, looking like I'm fiddling in my pockets while I'm playing, rather than tweaking it on the thingy. But that was crackling like crazy. Kept cutting in and out. So let's see who's here. As always, guys, everybody is here. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you sticking out. It's so clear sounding. Thank you. The Taylor is a beautiful guitar. Really, really beautiful guitar. the video, the Doner Kebab, was making me hungry. Yeah, the song was actually written I wrote it for my wife. When I was trying to come up with the videos for this thing, I couldn't think of anything sensible. I came up with one which is really crap. And then I thought, well, hey, look, I love my wife. I also love kebabs and meat and dogs. So why not have a video with kebabs and meat and dogs? It seems to make me laugh. The Taylor sounds great. Ah, bless you. What talent you have. Thank you very much, man. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hey, Brian. I'm glad you're here. Thank you, buddy. I really appreciate that. Michael Phoenix, definitely a gorgeous sounding guitar. It's beautiful. Took a bit of work to kind of get that to, it's one of those things, isn't it? Tweaking. But yeah, I love that guitar. So listen, guys, it's 10 to 10. My goodness, where has the evening gone? Thank you for everybody who has turned up and chit-chatted and posted. 91 comments. Guys, you know what? The most I've ever done is 100 comments. It would be amazing if you could get this over 100 comments. And it'd be even more amazing if you could please share this. If you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, please subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. There's some things you've got to press to get notified. Subscribe and notify. Something like that. Please press them. And please share this. Let other people know that you came and that it wasn't entirely terrible, that you'd recommend coming along. It would be a big help to me. I've got some plans for this channel, which I'm kind of thinking about, because as much as I love just sitting here and playing, there has to be a reason. So I've got some ideas, but we'll come on to that later. Vince Janella still lurking. That's you, man. The lurker. Vince the lurker. Vince is going for the 100th comment. Come on, who's going to beat Vince? We need to get up to 100 comments, and we need a ton more thumbs ups. 100 comments, that's what we need, right? I'm not leaving here until we get to 100 comments. Right, guys, look. Let's see, this is the good thing. Vince, Vince, this doesn't show up. They just Vince, man, have you been drinking? None of this works. All it's got is, it sounds like you're having some sort of an episode. Hey! Vince gets a round of applause. There we go.
Well done.
There you go. Thank you, Vince. Yes, Vince, you made it to 100, 106. Yep, I don't have a foghorn sound, Vince. I use this for my. I've got this thing for. It's called Farago, right, by Rogue Amoeba, and it's like a soundboard thing. And I've never set it up properly, but I've got some stuff on it because for my guitar students, some of them are young and they do online lessons, so I've got stuff like that, which makes everybody laugh. There's, if you get something right, there's obviously. And then we have this. I love this one. Yeah. There's also ones of people on the toilet, but Maybe I'll leave that today. Maybe I'll leave that one today. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if there might be some young viewers on here, so I won't play some of the naughty ones. Over 100 comments. Thank you all very, very much. Right. Is everybody okay? Has everybody got a drink of some kind? I've got water. No, it's Ecamm not showing me the emojis. Oh, is that right, Vince? So Vince and I, we both use a bit of software. We both use a bit of software called Ecamm Live for doing the broadcast. You know, this thing which lets me kind of, if I'm on the right place, which lets me do stuff like switch cameras and have things going on. Oh, brilliant bit of software. And it's that it's not showing the emojis. I got you. All right. Brian Jacobs, what Satriani signature is that, brother? This one, Brian, is a JS2400 white. So in all the 35 years I've been playing, I've tried loads of guitars, and I've, you know, like all guitar players, you kind of want to try stuff and you get an itch for something. And I always come back to these guitars. They just work brilliantly for me. And it's nothing, it genuinely is nothing to do with the fact that I'm a Joe Satriani nut. I've got a bunch of other guitars, but just nothing for me just plays like this. I've got three. In fact, I've got this one. I've got the Black Dog over there, which is kind of, you know, they're going to bury me with that one, and a chrome one over there. And they're all great. They've all got their own thing going on, but they just play so well. This one, I love it. There's a guy called Neil Smith. So if anybody, you know, in the north, I don't know if there's anybody here from the north east, but if you go to Guitar in town, they've got down in the basement, they've got this fella that works there called Neil Smith, and he's an absolute wizard. He's an absolute wizard, and he set this up for me. Did some fret work on it, and the action is just stupid. You can get the action on this guitar down to a 0.5 millimeter at the 12th fret, and it still plays great. But it's a little bit too low for me. It kind of loses a little bit of the weight. So I've got this set to about, I think it's about 0.75 of a millimeter or 1 millimeter. I can't remember what it is now. Being the nerd, of course, I've always got one of these sitting around just to prove that it's not me being my guitar that's being weird, not me. So a millimeter, there you go, millimeter at the 12th fret. Plays great, really nice guitar. Anyway, let's do a couple more songs here, right? And then I'm gonna go and get some sleep. So let's do a little bit of this one. I like this song. See if I can remember how to play it. And I've got my ears in. Yes, I do. I might have to fiddle in my pockets because Brian, your guitar is in Birmingham. Ah, I'm going to be coming to the guitar show in Birmingham. In where is it? No, yeah, it's Birmingham, near Birmingham, right? Or is in Birmingham? I can't remember now. It is in Birmingham. I'll be coming in March. If you're around, it'd be good to catch up, man. Right, let's see if we can do this one. Yo, how's it going? Is everybody okay? Everyone's still here. Thank you, everybody. Everybody is stuck out. I've got one song to go. I've done them all tonight, bloody hell, because in ears, right? Not disturbing anybody. Let's see who's still here. Vince, I think you've got my friend. Have a great night. Thank you for playing. Vince, thank you for coming. You're always here, and I know that you're a busy man. For anybody who hasn't checked out Vince's show, Vince is in America, and it's crazy time for the UK, but he does a wicked show every single week, every single Monday, so we can see it on Tuesday morning here in the UK. Check him out. He's very, very cool. Brian, thank you. Ah, bless you, fella. I you don't need to be a fan of me. You haven't met me yet. No, if you're there, let me know. It'll be good to catch up. Whoop whoop, Steve Weistar. Which one was that, man? I don't know which one you're on about. Thank you, buddy. Brian, you've been really cool, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Michael, yeah, all of you people are just lovely. You're very, very kind. I'm very self-conscious about my playing, and I've always thought I'm a bit shit. So I really do appreciate everybody who said all the nice words. Thank you very much. So listen, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I think that's 2 hours. That's the longest I've done so far. I'm going to do one more song, but I really appreciate everybody. Thank you very much for coming. Please do your best to share would be a big help for me. If you go on forums and things, because this is all new to me, just let people know that I exist and that it's not a complete waste of time to just kind of hang out. It's been great that you've all chatted. It's been really, really nice to see you chatting to each other and the questions and stuff. Wonderful for me because it makes it a lot more fun for me as well. So thank you very much. Okay, one more song. We're going to do finish on the usual I Am the Resurrection by the Stone Roses. As usual, I haven't practiced this or played it at all since I last saw you. So let's, as always, let's see what happens, right? But thank you again, everybody who's come up. You have a fantastic the rest of your week. If you're in the UK, particularly if you're in Scotland, wrap up. The snow's coming, right? I'm in Northumberland here. I'm in Northumberland, and it's getting cold. I've been wearing a hat for most of the day today. So yeah, please stay warm. Brian, thank you very much. Stogbrun, sounding fabby, you're defo not shit. Thank you very much, mate. You know what it's like. Yeah, just silly, yeah. All right, guys, thank you. Have a wonderful week. I Am the Resurrection. This is a song that we did. Me and the band. I play in a band that raises money for cancer research. And when the pandemic came along, and the band were all in the south, so I live in the north now. We get together kind of 3-4 times a year and do a show for cancer to raise money for cancer research. The pandemic came, we couldn't do what we do, and we decided to do an online gig in support of the NHS. So we raised money for the National Health Service at that time, and my bandmates, they all recorded themselves playing their parts to, I think we did 3, maybe 4 songs on their phones, just the audio from the phones. They sent it to me, and then I obviously put the guitar on top of it, and I mixed it using Logic, and we got them they were doing little videos of themselves playing. And one of the stupid little videos we did was for I Am the Resurrection, which actually got a comment from I'm awful with names, particularly of indie bands. It got a comment from the guy from the Stone Roses when we posted it. It was very complimentary, I think. Anyway, check this out, right? That's why that's explaining what the silliness in this video is. You guys have a fantastic week, and please come back next week. Thank you for everybody who was here. Thank you for all the comments and the cool words. Really appreciate you, dudes, and I will see you all next week. Take care.
Down, down, you bring me down.
get pepperoni passion with extra sausage, extra pepperoni, extra spicy sausage. Yeah. 40 minutes. What are you going to do? Kill the pig? Come on. It's fine. Just cook me the pizza, bring me the pizza. Okay? Do you know who I am? Seriously?
And Toffee walks in right at the end of the song. There you go. There's Toffee. I think he's looking to figure out where the hell I am. Guys, thank you everybody so much for turning up. Really appreciate you hanging out. I'm going to go hang out with the dog now. You guys have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.